Sometimes when we play Counter-Strike, we are not lucky enough to be given the star roles on our team. You might be a window opper, a con or cat player in Mirage, but there is unfortunately just some situations when you're solo queued especially that you will be stuck on B site or stuck here anchoring A. Today, I want to give you tips and insight that have really helped me become more dynamic and ultimately find so much more impact when playing these low impact positions. This is something that you can use in every single one of your pugs, your matchmaking games, to literally just become the best player possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this video, guys. I don't want to waste any of your time. The biggest thing that you need to understand is that you still can find so much value, so much impact when being a B anchor on Mirage. So many players think that their job for the whole game is literally just to sit here and jump spot. Guys, use this as an opportunity to, one, be the most annoying player. Yes, early round, if you have to jump spot or do the crouch spot that I'm teaching you guys always to do, if you watch my streams, you see that we do this consistently. Crouch spot, crouch shot, because we can actually punish them when they peek us. Of course, there's going to be rounds where you have to just do your job, stay alive, and you know, just let the team rotate in and take care of everybody. Of course, you need to do that as the anchor player. But what doesn't have to happen is you do not have to be punished. You don't have to sit here and do that every single round of the game. I teach you guys consistently that you should be scanning your radar as you're kind of be on cover. So look, my eyes are on the screen right now. I crouch, my eyes are on the radar. Eyes on the screen, eyes on radar. Screen, radar. You see how that works? And what I'm looking for is if I see 4 dots come out of mid here, guys, I'm not just gonna sit here. Honestly, this is a confidence play, but especially as your teammates die, it becomes a more and more important play to make. You have to have the courage, the confidence to sit here and push into apps. It pains me so much to see somebody complaining about not having any impact, not getting any kills, but literally they're not taking the space that's in front of them. Nobody said you have to sit van the whole round. You're just not taking the risk. You're not taking the space that is in front of you. And you could actually argue that it's riskier for your team to not do this because we're not playing off info. And yes, we're playing safe, but ultimately ends up being worse because you're not actually being a pain to the enemy team. I'm going to teach you why this is so important and give you some more tips, but first I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, so it's not just about pushing. One, yes, of course we could push in and take this empty space, go ahead and flank underpass, do all this good stuff, or flank top mid and just like get free kills. It's so frustrating dying to somebody that's playing like this, by the way. But you know, also you could just take space and contain. Maybe they go up cat and they're like, where's the B player at? And you're just in here. And a lot of times in pug, guys, I know that this happens. The T's have to go back and get bomb. And because, bro, I literally lost a round yesterday because of this. There's one guy alone in apps with bomb because he decided that apps would be the safest route. He comes through here, we kill bomb. There's like 30 seconds left. Now if we solve a smoke, we can smoke off apps and we win the round because we just delay. You absolutely can win rounds. You absolutely can win games for your team by being on the least impactful site. Now, let's talk about another concept that is equally as important. Guys, you don't have to just play B site. Now, I don't want you, that doesn't mean like, hey guys, I'm playing mid this round. I mean, you could do that, right? But like, what I mean is like, you can still play B site without being on B site. Maybe you come through here early and throw your incendiary, right? Or if you're lucky enough to have a team molly, yeah, you throw a NA nades right there. Everyone comment NA nades, North American nades. You molly deep apps here, right? And while you do that, you're just coming up catwalk and you're maybe boosting your teammate up here. Boom, that's some impact for him. Or maybe you're flashing over, you're smoking, and you're fighting mid, right? It could be something as simple as boom, we're flashing over a window for our teammate, and then we're coming back here and kind of spotting apps. Oh, there's 4 guys out mid. Okay, this time I want to go fight because all my teammates are here and we can just dominate these guys, right? Can dominate them, Delpan, all these different areas. You know, we wouldn't have a molly, but we can nade underpass and get that 50 damage. Do you see now how us playing double cat has already given us an opportunity to be more engaged in the fight, more active with our teammates? And guys, of course, if they lurk out B, that is something we have to be aware of, but hopefully you can just have the wherewithal to sit here, turn around and make sure that nobody's out, you know, and be very cautious and maybe just hold an off angle like this. And again, you'll get a free kill on a player trying to react out off the info he's hearing or what his teammates are giving you. On the other side of the map, let's go ahead and look at the A player. I want to give you guys some tips specifically for Mirage A here, but guys, this is stuff you can implement on every single map you're playing. And again, if you're confused or you have questions, one, I offer coaching down below in the description. I'd love to work with you, help you elevate your game to the next level, or you can watch my streams for absolutely free. Ask me any questions you'd like. I interact with chat, viewers, and I play with all of you guys in my Face It Club. Doesn't matter what your level is, I play with all of you guys daily. So on A here, you know, we could be doing our early util, but who says you have to play A site, right? Let's talk about the concept and expand on what we've already been talking about. You know, your con teammate or you might molly ramp early, cool, awesome. Flashing over mid, make sure nobody runs through, nobody's putting it out with smoke. Guys, you can come over here early round and help your connector teammate. Maybe he's scaling through mid, your window player's sitting here shooting from window, your cat player's gonna swing off, and you're sitting here maybe just providing a little bit of overwatch, and you can come back here and hold A from this position. This is something I didn't learn till I played actual Team CS. If you don't know my history, I made it all the way up to playoffs of ECL, which is the highest domestic league here in North America. Played in FPL as well. I didn't realize this stuff till I was actually surrounded by better players and in this environment. The A player doesn't just sit ticket the whole round when playing retake. No, sometimes retake means playing over here because you're consolidated with your teammates and you're still spotting, right? You still whip around here and you still spot the A cross and hopefully catch off a lurker. By the way, this is a really nasty off angle for doing this because yes, pros are going to be ready for it, but people in your Face level 6, level 7 games are not going to be pre-aiming this wall, right? They're going to be walking out here and like looking in the middle of nowhere, and they'll be so frustrated. They'll be so angry that they're getting killed to somebody sitting on this connector wall. I just want you guys to know that just because you are an anchor player doesn't mean this has to be the site you're on. Pros are extremely dynamic. They're extremely active. They constantly switch things up and it helps them get that impact. Now, lastly, let's talk about when they actually are going to your site. The biggest thing for you is just staying active and playing multiple spots. In the past, one of my teammates was extremely talented at playing this under balk position because he would find so much impact for himself. When there was double right side smokes that come up, he'd throw one smoke down here to block it, right? Maybe he'd take a few shots through the smoke as they're running out, and then he would instantly come up this ladder, and you know, hopefully we have palace smoke by the way too. If not, whatever. He'd come up the ladder here, ask for a flash. If you can ask for things as an anchor, your life is going to be easier. Guys, if you have a duo or a trio, you have to be doing this. Hey bro, flash in front of me, because then your teammates are throwing that flash and boom, all of a sudden you're peeking with it and you're killing all these guys that are full blind. I'm sure those of you that are face level 10 and higher have constantly been punished by this exact play where somebody flashes for their teammate that peeks either under balk or on top of balk, and it's just brutal. It's very hard to actually be ready for it, even if you know it's coming. It's just ultimately a good play. Same thing on B, guys. You know, if you can just, in this case, you're not going to get many flashes, but if you can just be very vocal and ask for teammates to rotate in, you're going to have more impact because they're going to relieve a lot of the pressure you're facing, thus making your kills a lot easier. It all comes from communication. It all comes from being active. It all comes from having a non-sedentary playstyle. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I want to thank every single member of this channel. Special shout out to you guys. You have been absolutely incredible. If you want to support me, please become a member today. It's absolutely not required, but if you have the money, if you want to support the channel, I would appreciate it so much. In the meantime, guys, for the rest of you, join the Discord down below. I'm going to keep recovering. I've been really sick recently, but we're going to keep grinding, keep posting these videos. I'm always going to be here for you guys, so appreciate every single one of you. I look forward to seeing you in my streams, and I'm going to keep grinding. Peace out.